Hello and welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm one of your hosts, Brian, joined with my other host,
Karen.
Karen, what is this episode going to be about?
Did we overload ourselves with concerts?
Yeah, and in particular, May.
May. Yeah,
And
end of April, beginning of May.
Yeah, so just to set the scene, starting on April 22nd, we saw Pop Evil
Here in Chicago.
here in Chicago. And then between then and May 26th to the 28th, we're at 13 shows or 12 shows in one festival.
Yeah, 12 shows in one festival in 6 weeks.
In 6 weeks. Where'd we go? We went to Milwaukee, St. Louis, Milwaukee twice, Nashville, and then Minneapolis.
So 5 cities. Well, Milwaukee twice, but we were in 5 different cities.
5 different travel events.
Yeah.
So
I guess this whole conversation would be about like did we schedule too many concerts? Did we travel too much during it? What our thoughts were going into it and how we feel now.
Yep. So let's go ahead and start our timer, and we're good. So going into it, I thought we would be very tired.
Me too. Me too. I thought we would be super exhausted. Like there was a concert last night here in Chicago that we didn't buy tickets for because I was like, there's no way at the end of all this, we're going to be so tired. We're not going to want to go see another show.
And last night was May 30th.
May 30th, yeah.
So the day after the Metal Fest, the last show we saw, we drove home or took the train home, and the next day was another concert, and we're both like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was Dark Funeral, and so I would have really enjoyed to see that, but we kind of decided,
yeah, still not to go.
Yeah.
One thing I will note, at Pop Evil, that first show in April 22nd, I think it was, I did hear a woman talking to a bunch of other people about, I'm going to see 15 shows in May, and I heard somebody else at another concert around that time say the same thing.
It was Whitechapel. Yeah, he had 13 shows as well.
Right.
In May, though. We had 13 shows in 6 weeks.
In 6 weeks, yeah. And I was thinking about that where when people announced in spring, or not in spring, but for the spring shows, early summer shows, which it is now. Well, I guess it's spring, whatever.
Yeah.
Seasons. It was something got announced. Shit, let's go to that. Are we free? Let's go to it. And then next day, oh shit, let's go to that too. A week later, oh shit, let's go to that. So, and I think there's a whole episode that we're going to do about like FOMO and like buying tickets and the process of that and our thoughts on it. But that's really what it was. And then next thing you know, it's like, we're busy a lot in May.
Yeah. So every single week we either had 2 or 3 concerts. Yeah.
So like Disturbed we saw on... So I guess let's just go through that real quick, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we didn't go through it. So Whitechapel.
Pop Evil on the 22nd of April, Whitechapel on the 25th of April, Chemist on the 28th, Shinedown on the 30th, Disturbed on May 4th, Wage War on May 5th, Spirit Box May 8th. On the 12th of May, we had Bloodywood.
Here in Chicago.
The very next day in St. Louis, we saw Bloodywood again.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Avatar on the 15th, Billy Joel on the 19th in Nashville, L-Storm the 24th, and then the 26th to the 28th back up to Milwaukee for Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Yep.
So the driving, we did a lot of driving. We didn't fly for anything.
We didn't fly. We ended up having to take 2 train rides. Well, 1 train ride was planned, 1 was not, but that's a whole other situation.
But I think the driving was the worst, honestly,
I think
of
so.
this.
Yeah.
The travel days to and from the events were worse than the day after, which a couple of the times, I think the travel day was the day after.
Yeah.
Even like the train getting home, when we took the train to Milwaukee, I still didn't enjoy that. Like,
I was so tired. I slept.
Yeah.
Like I even told you when we came home on Monday this week, I was like, I don't remember coming into Chicago last time because I think I was sleeping. So, and when we drive, I drive. You can take naps if you want to.
Yeah, because I don't drive.
I drive the whole time, so it is exhausting. But going into this whole 6-week stint, I thought we were going to be so exhausted, unable to function, and not able to do anything besides go to these shows.
Yeah, and
because we also recorded podcasts.
We did.
We edited a podcast. We worked every single time.
We worked. We didn't take any vacation yet.
Yeah.
And
I think we took 3 vacation days all month.
Maybe.
For travel.
But even the podcasting, that was something we had to like squeeze into this
Yep.
as well because we wanted to
Yep.
record the episode right after we saw the show. That way it's fresh in our mind.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was a bit hard at times.
Yeah, because otherwise you're recording a month later and you don't remember what happened.
Because it's the 31st now, then we're recording this episode. We saw Ailstorm on the 24th. So
yeah, it's been a week.
So that one's going to be tough to hopefully do, but we'll try to get through that one.
Yep. But what are your thoughts now? Like after the month or the 6 weeks have ended, like what are your thoughts? Did we overload ourselves?
I don't think we necessarily overload ourselves. Like energy wise and tiredness, I'm not tired. I have energy, so I don't think I was overloaded there. It was a bit expensive to do all these shows, so we definitely need to be a little more selective of what shows we do in the future.
Or not so many travel.
The Nashville one, talking about that, like that was an 8-hour drive, 7-hour drive, something
8
like
hours,
that.
yeah.
Well, it's like 6.5 one way and then 8 coming back.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Remember. Yeah.
Anyway, like 6 to 8 hour drive there and back, and I think that's the max driving distance I would do. 6 is probably now the new max instead of like 8. But all in all, no, I don't think we overloaded ourselves. Like I said, I think the main overload was the cost of doing all of this.
Yeah, that's true.
How about you?
I don't think we overloaded ourselves. I was surprised how much energy I had every single time. I think there was only like 2 or 3 shows where I was like, okay, I'm tired. Like I want this to kind of be over with so that we can go to bed. But my sleep schedule's changed. Like I was getting up at 5:30 every morning and then going to bed at 10 o'clock every night. And now I'm like, I struggle to get up to go to work because I'm staying up till 11:30, 12 or later.
Yeah.
So that's something that I noticed. But I had a blast. My mental health has been great, surprisingly. But I think it's because of all the live music that we've seen. So
yeah, and this is the first year that we've seen so many shows.
This 6 weeks exceeds how many shows we saw in 2019 total.
Yeah.
So
in 2021, we really picked up how many shows. 2022, we really picked up how many shows we saw. This year, we're at 39 shows as of now that we're going to see by the end of the year. I think that's just how the spring schedule works. As we were talking about this, of like everybody books early in the spring, then the summer rolls around, you do the festival circuit, and then fall's going to come around, they're going to do fall shows, and the winter everybody takes off, spend time with family, recover, maybe work on albums and shit, and then start the cycle again the very next year. I'm looking ahead at August and September, and it's starting
almost
to
the same.
It's starting to fill up a lot like April and May did.
I was going to say, would you do this again? But it sounds like we almost are.
We almost are.
But a lot of those shows are in Chicago or around Chicago.
There's one travel, it looks like.
2 travels.
2 travels.
Because we're going to Iowa and
Milwaukee.
So,
I mean, a little bit of travel, a lot more in the city, but all these were in the city too.
Yeah.
And we're at time.
But
I mean, all in all, I think financially was we need to be careful about that in the future. It's easy to overspend, especially if you're going and getting drinks and shit at the venue. I need to cut back on that. But no, it wasn't as taxing as I thought it would be.
It was so much fun. I would do it all over again, but I agree with you. I would cut back on the travel, and we need to work on our budget.
Yeah.
To stay in budget better. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah. Not as bad as we thought it would be.
Yep. Bye.